Beloved soul, your angels have guided you here for a sacred revelation about your divine love story. This is Angel Messages for you, where heaven's promises become your reality. What I'm about to share will confirm what your heart has always known. If this message resonates with your spirit, type, "I receive this blessing" below. Your words create divine alignment. Let's spread this heavenly confirmation. Tap like, share with someone who needs this hope, and subscribe for daily angelic guidance. For those moved to support this sacred work, super thanks helps us deliver more messages from the divine realm. Now open your heart as we reveal why your soulmate is ready to marry you with pure, heaven-sent love. Beloved, heaven says, this is not just another chapter in your story. This is the divine turning point you have felt coming in your spirit for months, maybe even years. The angels say you have walked through too many valleys for this to be coincidence. Every tear you cried in secret was a seed. Every lonely night was a preparation ground. Every not yet from God was a sacred pause, so that when this moment arrived, you would be whole enough to hold it. This is the moment you prayed for when you thought God wasn't listening. The moment you envisioned in your heart while wondering if it was even possible. The moment you quietly surrendered to God, saying, "If it is your will, let it be done in your time." And beloved, heaven says, God's time has come. They are ready, not halfway ready, not if it feels right later ready, but completely, deeply, resolutely ready. Their heart is steady, their mind is clear, their spirit is aligned with heaven's plan. And they have only one decision: to marry you. The angels say their love for you has been tested, not in shallow ways, but in ways that proved this love can endure storms. It is not tainted by selfish ambition. It is not manipulated by family pressure. It is not distracted by temporary attractions. This love has been purified by time and prayer. It is the kind of love heaven approves. The kind of love that echoes the heartbeat of 1 Corinthians 13. Patient when waiting felt like agony. Kind even when misunderstandings arose. Humble enough to admit wrongs. Forgiving without keeping a tally of failures. Choosing to protect rather than expose. They have stood before God in their secret place, offering up their feelings for you on the altar of surrender. And each time they laid it down, God's answer was the same. You are the one. This is not about convenience, not about filling the empty spaces in their life, not about numbing loneliness with company. This is about covenant, about destiny, about fulfilling a kingdom assignment together. They have already counted the cost. They have already considered the sacrifices. And still, their yes to you remains. They have imagined your life together in vivid detail. Not just the picture-perfect wedding day, but the real-life mornings when you pray over coffee. The nights when you fall asleep mid-conversation. Hearts at rest because love has no fear. They have seen you in their spirit, not just in beauty, but in prayer. Not just in joy, but standing firm when trials come. They are not seeking you as an option, beloved. You are the answer they have been searching for in the quiet, even before they knew your name. The angels say distractions have been removed. Voices that once clouded their judgment have gone silent. Temptations that tried to lure them away have lost their grip. And now they see you with clarity that cannot be shaken. This certainty brings them peace. Pure love does not bring chaos. It does not play games. It does not leave you in confusion. It covers you with security. It wraps you in trust. It makes you feel valued and protected. Even now, heaven says they are thinking of the words they will speak when they stand before you. They want every vow to carry weight in heaven. They want every promise to be backed by God's grace. They want every word to echo truth for decades to come. They are already rehearsing it in their heart. Not because they doubt the moment will come, but because they want to honor you with their best. Beloved, heaven confirms you do not need to chase this. You do not need to force what is already divinely set in motion. You do not need to manipulate the timing, because the time has been appointed. They are not running from this love. They are running to it. Their readiness is not just an emotional rush. It is spiritual maturity. It is mental stability. It is financial preparation. It is a wholeness that says, I am ready to be the one God called me to be for you. The angels have seen the battles you've faced, the moments where you wanted to give up, the prayers where you said, Lord, I can't wait much longer. And yet you stayed, you trusted, you endured. This waiting has not been wasted. It has shaped you into a vessel ready to receive pure love without fear. It has healed wounds you didn't know still bled. It has strengthened your faith so that you can love without chains. And now, heaven says, the appointed time is here. Beloved, type, I receive this covenant in the comments if this word resonates in your spirit. Tap like as your act of faith. Subscribe to angel messages for you so you do not miss what heaven is releasing in your love story. And give a super thanks as your seed of agreement for this marriage season, because heaven is smiling over you right now. And the angels are preparing the way. The day you have prayed for is already on God's calendar, and it is closer than you think. Beloved, the angels say, God will not let this covenant arrive without sending you clear signs first. You will not be left guessing. You will not be left wondering if it's real. Before they even speak the words, before the ring is in your hand, before the world hears the announcement, heaven will whisper confirmations to your spirit. Some will come in quiet ways. A scripture that jumps out at you while reading your Bible. A sermon that speaks directly about love, covenant, and timing. A stranger's words that seem like they were sent straight from God. Others will come in undeniable ways. A dream that feels too real to ignore. A sudden message from them at a moment you were thinking about them. An unexpected encounter that leaves your spirit stirred. The angels say you will feel peace, not the fragile kind that fear can break, but the deep, steady peace that Philippians 4:7 speaks of. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. This peace will wash over you in moments when logic would say you should be anxious. It will anchor you when the enemy tries to make you doubt. It will hold you steady when you are tempted to fear the unknown. Beloved, heaven says you will also notice their actions shifting. They will start making room for you in their life without announcing it. Conversations will feel more intentional. Their words will carry more weight. Their eyes will linger with purpose. You will feel them drawing closer, not just emotionally, but spiritually. Prayers you once prayed alone will suddenly be prayed together. Dreams you carried quietly will be spoken aloud between you. The angels say one day soon you will have a moment where you simply know, not because of what is seen, but because of what is felt in the spirit. It may be during a walk when the air feels unusually still. It may be during worship when you sense God's hand over your future. It may be in the middle of an ordinary conversation that suddenly feels holy. Heaven says when this happens, your heart will recognize it before your mind can explain it. You will feel a wave of gratitude rise up in you, and the Spirit will whisper, "This is it. This is the one I promised." Beloved, type, "I am ready for God's confirmation" in the comments to receive this in faith. Tap like to agree with Heaven's timing. And give a super thanks to sow into this moment of divine preparation. Because what is about to unfold will not only confirm their love for you, it will confirm God's love for you. And you will see that His timing was perfect all along. Beloved, Heaven says, while you have been waiting, they have been building. This has not been an idle season for them. It has been a time of preparation, a time of rearranging priorities, a time of quietly aligning every part of their life so that when they step toward you, they step without hesitation. The angels say they are clearing away distractions, one by one. Things that used to hold their attention are losing their grip. Conversations that once drained them now feel meaningless. People who once influenced them are slowly fading to the background. They are making space for you, not just in their schedule, not just in their home, but in their very heart. Beloved, this preparation has been deep. It has touched every area of their being. In the spiritual realm, they have been seeking God's face more earnestly. Prayers are no longer casual. They are specific, intentional, full of your name and the life they long to build with you. In the emotional realm, they have been healing old wounds, letting go of bitterness, closing doors to the past, breaking agreements with fear, choosing forgiveness over resentment. In the mental realm, they are casting down every thought that tries to plant doubt. Every what if that makes them hesitate is being replaced with God said that gives them courage. And beloved, even in the physical realm, they are taking steps, adjusting their work, setting aside finances, making plans for a future.
That has your name woven into it. The angels say you may not see these things yet, because much of this work is happening in secret.
But just as a seed grows beneath the soil before it breaks through, so their preparations are happening in the hidden place before they bloom for all to see. They are speaking to God about timing. They are asking Him for the right moment to reveal their heart. They are listening for His whisper in the stillness. They are watching for signs that confirm this is the day, this is the hour. And beloved, Heaven says, the day is coming sooner than you think. Even now, the pieces are falling into place. Opportunities are opening. Conversations are being divinely orchestrated. Hearts are being softened in the background. You may wake up one morning thinking it's an ordinary day, but in Heaven's calendar, it will be marked as the day everything changes. The angels want you to prepare your own heart. Do not let the enemy fill you with fear or impatience. Do not sabotage your peace by worrying about how or when. Instead, anchor yourself in faith. Spend time in prayer for them. Speak blessings over their steps. Declare that no weapon formed against this union will prosper. Stand on the promises of God, knowing that what He has spoken will come to pass. Beloved, type, I am prepared. in the comments to claim this in faith. Tap like as an act of agreement with heaven's timing, and give a super thanks to sow into this moment of divine preparation. Because soon, very soon, you will see the fruit of what has been happening in the hidden place. And when it is revealed, you will understand why the wait was worth it. Beloved, heaven says the stirring in their spirit has reached the point where it can no longer be contained. The angels say their courage is overflowing now. Like a river after a storm, it is breaking past the walls of fear, spilling into every thought, every plan, every breath they take. For so long they rehearsed this moment in silence. They thought about what they would say. They wondered how you might react. They played it out in their mind like a scene in a story, over and over again, until it became a vision they could not erase. And now, that vision is no longer just a dream. It has become an assignment, an instruction from God that they cannot ignore. Beloved, they have tried to talk themselves out of it. They've said, maybe I should wait a little longer. They've thought, what if the timing is wrong? But heaven kept sending the same answer. Move now. Every sign points to you. Every confirmation circles back to your name. Every prayer ends with the same peace, the kind of peace that only comes when you're walking in God's will. The angels say their heart is racing, not from fear, but from the weight of knowing this is a holy moment, a moment that will change their life forever. They have already decided. The choice is made. And now they are shifting from decision to action. Beloved, I must tell you this. They have been writing things down, words they want you to hear, promises they want to keep, vows they want to live out, not just speak. Some of these words have come to them in the middle of the night. They wake up and write them before they fade, because they know this is not just romance, this is prophecy in motion. The angels say heaven is leaning over this moment. The same God who brought Adam and Eve together in the garden is guiding every step they take toward you. And though the world may call it bold or even reckless, in heaven it is called faith. Because faith always looks risky until the promise appears. Beloved, they are ready to risk it. Ready to risk the misunderstanding of others. Ready to risk the opinions that don't matter. Ready to risk stepping into the unknown, because you are worth it. This step will not be hidden. It will not be done in secret. It will be clear. It will be undeniable. It will be a declaration to the world that says, this is the one God gave me, and I choose them. Even now, heaven says, prepare your heart, because once they act, everything will shift. The waiting will end. The wondering will stop. The prayers you prayed in tears will become the reality you live in joy. Beloved, type I receive this in the comments as your faith declaration. Tap like as a sign you are in agreement with heaven's timing, and give a super thanks to sow into the moment heaven is bringing to pass. Because when they step out in this boldness, it will be the start of the chapter you have been waiting for. And heaven says, that chapter is almost here. Beloved, the angels say, the shift is already in motion. The moment you have prayed for is no longer far off. It is not in some distant someday. It is breathing down the neck of your present. It is standing at the edge of your days, ready to break through. Your soulmate is no longer standing still. They are moving. Every thought, every choice, every plan they make now is quietly steering toward you. The angels say they are already rehearsing the moment in their heart. They imagine the look on your face when you see them. They picture the surprise in your eyes when you realize what they are about to do. They hear the words they've been holding back spilling out like a river that can't be dammed. They have fought through their hesitation. They have silenced the voices of doubt. They have wrestled with the weight of what this means. And now, all that is left is the courage to take the step. Beloved, they are gathering every ounce of faith they have, and the angels are helping them. Heaven is aligning the timing. Doors are opening where they were once closed. Paths are clearing where they once felt blocked. This will not be a random gesture. This will not be a shallow confession. This will be a move born from the deepest place of conviction. From the core of their being, where love meets destiny, and God's whisper becomes louder than every fear. Even now, they are making room for you in their life. They are changing schedules. They are letting go of distractions. They are preparing their home, their heart, and their future with you in mind. Beloved, heaven says there is a trembling in their spirit. Not the trembling of fear, but the trembling of holy anticipation. The kind you feel when you know you're about to step into a God-ordained moment that will mark the rest of your life. They have been asking God for one more sign. And every time, God sends something that leads them back to you. A song that speaks your story, a verse that matches your situation, a conversation with a stranger that sounds like prophecy. The angels say, this is why they can't turn away, why they can't let the idea go, why the thought of you keeps returning stronger each time. Beloved, you are their answered prayer. You are the peace they didn't know they were missing. You are the confirmation they didn't know they needed. So now, they are ready to move, to say what they have been holding in, to risk looking foolish if it means being faithful, to step into the unknown if it means stepping toward you. This is more than love. This is obedience. This is covenant. This is destiny in motion. Beloved, type "I am ready" in the comments to agree with heaven's timing. Tap like as your sign of faith. And give a super thanks to sow into what God is about to birth in your life. Because when they make this move, it will not just touch your heart. It will touch your future. And the angels say, that future is already walking toward you. Beloved, the angels say the air around you is pregnant with change. It is thick with anticipation. It is charged with the kind of energy that makes your spirit restless and expectant all at once. Your soulmate feels it too. They can't shake the sense that time is running towards something big. Every hour feels heavier with meaning. Every day feels like a countdown to destiny. They have been quiet, but not idle. In the stillness, they have been mapping out every detail. Not because they doubt the outcome, but because they want it to reflect the weight of what you mean to them. They are choosing their words carefully. They are thinking about the setting. They are asking God to help them create a moment that will live in your memory forever. The angels say they have replayed it in their mind 100 times. Where you'll be standing, the look on your face, the way their hands might tremble as they reach for the one thing they've been saving. Just for you, beloved, they are going to surprise you. It may not happen where you expect. It may not look like the movies, but it will feel like home, because every piece of it will carry the fingerprints of heaven. They are ready to speak words they have held for too long. Words that will feel like the missing piece of your waiting. Words that will sound like the final key turning in the lock, and heaven says, when they speak, you will know it is truth. You will feel the weight of sincerity in every syllable. You will see the reflection of God's faithfulness in their eyes. They are not doing this to impress you. They are doing this because they have been impressed upon by the Spirit of God. Because every sign has pointed here. Every prayer has circled back to you. Beloved, this will not be a halfway gesture. They are going to make it plain. There will be no doubt in your mind, no uncertainty in your heart, no question about their commitment. The angels say this moment will break something in the spirit. It will break cycles of doubt. It will break the fear of, what if it doesn't happen? It will silence the enemy's whisper that tried to tell you it was too late. When they speak, you will hear covenant in their voice. When they look at you, you will see forever in their eyes. And in that moment, time will feel like it stops. Beloved, heaven wants you prepared, because the boldness they are about to walk in will not just surprise you, it will inspire you. It will awaken parts of you that were resting quietly in hope. They are coming, beloved, not in months, not in years, soon, very soon. And when it happens, you will remember this word. You will remember that heaven told you, long before you saw it with your eyes. Type, I receive this, in the comments to seal it in faith. Tap like as your act of agreement with heaven. And sow a super thanks as your seed into this prophetic promise, because the angels say, you're not just about to be loved, you're about to be chosen openly, and heaven has already written the yes in your story. Beloved, the angels say this moment has been written in heaven long before you even met. It is not random. It is not by chance. It is divine orchestration. Your soulmate has been walking with this decision like a flame inside their chest. At first, they tried to hide it. They told themselves, I'll wait for the right time. They thought maybe they should have more money. Maybe they should have everything perfectly in place. But heaven began to whisper. Love is not about perfect conditions. Love is about perfect obedience. And so they listened. They stopped measuring the timing by human standards. They started measuring it by the weight of their conviction. Beloved, that conviction has grown stronger with every passing day. It wakes them in the middle of the night. It follows them into their dreams. It lingers in their thoughts while they work. It pulls them toward you, like the tide pulls the sea. The angels say they have already spoken your name before God's throne. They have prayed things you have not heard. They have asked for blessings over you that you don't even know about. They have stood in the gap for you like a covenant partner before the covenant even began. This is not small. This is not shallow. This is love that carries weight. They are picturing your future home. They are imagining the life you will build. They are thinking about children, if God wills it. They are thinking about how they will protect you in every season. And heaven smiles because this is not lust. It is not infatuation. It is vision. It is the kind of vision that builds families, the kind that restores bloodlines, the kind that glorifies God. They are counting the cost, not to see if it's worth it, but to be sure they are ready to give it all. And they are. They are ready to give you consistency. They are ready to give you faithfulness. They are ready to give you their name, their vow, their forever. The angels say there is no more hesitation. What they feel is not a passing emotion. It is a holy resolve. They have seen enough signs to silence every doubt. The song that played the moment they thought of you. The scripture that confirmed what was in their heart. the unexpected encounter that felt like a divine rehearsal for your life together. Beloved, these moments have been stacking up like stones of remembrance, and now they are standing at the edge of a leap they are ready to take. It will happen suddenly. One moment you will be living your ordinary day. The next, they will stand before you with a look in their eyes that says, "This is it. No turning back." The angels say you will feel the shift before you hear the words. Your heart will know. Your spirit will recognize the gravity of the moment. And then, beloved, they will speak, not rushed, not stumbling, but with a clarity that comes from heaven. They will tell you why they choose you. They will tell you how they prayed for you before they even knew your name. They will tell you that you are the answer they didn't know how to ask for. It will not just be a proposal. It will be a prophetic declaration. It will be a public testimony that God keeps his promises, and heaven will be watching. The same angels who carried this word to you now will be present when it comes to pass. Beloved, get ready, not just for the moment, but for the life that follows. Because the angels say, this is not the end of your story. It is the holy beginning. Type, "It is my time," in the comments to agree with this word. Tap like as your act of faith. And give a super thanks to sow into the love story God is writing for you. Because heaven has decided you are stepping into a covenant that will not be broken. Beloved, the angels say we must take you there now, into the very moment heaven has already seen, into the place where your heart will skip and your breath will catch, where time will feel like it slows down, because eternity is stepping into your now. They have been carrying this decision like a secret flame, guarded, protected, fed by quiet prayers in the night. And now, it is ready to burn bright for the world to see. The day begins like any other. You wake not knowing heaven has circled this date on its calendar. The sky looks normal. The air feels normal. But there is a current in the spirit, a holy electricity. While you are moving through your morning, they are preparing, carefully, deliberately. Their hands tremble, not from doubt, but from the weight of what's about to happen. They have prayed over their words again and again. They have asked God, let every syllable carry your blessing. Let every promise be backed by heaven. The angels say their preparation is not just physical, it is spiritual. They have fasted for this. They have worshipped for this. They have been aligning themselves for this covenant. And then they step out the door with a quiet determination, not looking back, not second-guessing. The enemy tried to plant hesitation, but it fell flat against the wall of peace God has built inside them. Beloved, they know where they're going. They know who they're going to. Every step is a step toward you. They carry more than a ring. They carry resolve. They carry a vow already written on their heart. They carry the weight of a promise God whispered long before they met you. And you have been sensing something without realizing it. Your spirit has felt the pull. Your heart has been strangely expectant. Little things today seem brighter. Your mind keeps wandering to them. You don't know it yet, but you are walking toward a moment that will mark your soul forever. When they arrive, it's almost ordinary. But your spirit knows. The way they look at you is different. There's a stillness in their eyes, like someone who has settled every question and chosen only one answer. You. They begin to speak, and their voice carries a weight you can feel in your bones, not rehearsed to perfection, but soaked in sincerity. They tell you about the prayers, the nights they couldn't sleep because your face kept appearing in their mind. The way God confirmed it again and again until it was impossible to deny. They tell you you've changed them, not by demanding it, but by being you. Steadfast, gracious, patient, real. Then they say the words that make heaven lean closer. I choose you. Not just today, not just until I feel like it. I choose you forever. Beloved, the angels say you will feel a wave in your spirit, a holy rushing of peace and joy at the same time. Every unanswered question will fade in that moment. Every delay will suddenly make sense. They kneel, not just before you, but before God, because they understand this is not just romance. It's covenant, it's promise, it's ministry. When they slip the ring onto your finger, it will feel like more than metal. It will feel like a key, unlocking the chapter you have been longing to live. The angels will rejoice. Heaven will mark it down. And your names will be spoken in the courts of glory as two becoming one. Beloved, type, I receive my covenant in the comments as your act of agreement. Tap like as your public yes to heaven's timing. Subscribe to angel messages for you so you never miss a prophetic confirmation like this. And so a super thanks to declare, this is my appointed time, because heaven has seen it already, and soon, so will you.